fucking
Okay,
funny as hell.
welcome to the very first episode of One Decision Women. I'm Anya Meyer, and over the next 31 days, we are going to show you the journey through the lives of incredible women from the Bible and remarkable women from today. Each story is different, each journey is unique, but they all have one thing in common. One decision changed everything. Today, we're beginning with Hagar, a woman who experienced rejection, loneliness, uncertainty, and fear. Yet, in the middle of her wilderness, she discovered something life changing. God saw her. And today, I'm honored to welcome Trish, whose own journey beautifully reflects the same truth. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Trish. Who is Trish outside in the world?
Goodness, who is Trish outside of the world? Well, I'm a single mom and I'm raising two beautiful girls. I have a 16-year-old special needs daughter. She's got ataxic cerebral palsy, and that's been the hardest challenge for me to accept in my life because we all want perfect children. But in my life, she is a perfect child. She was brought to me by God to challenge my belief, to challenge my skills of parenting. And then I've got a 12-year-old who is has her own special needs. You know, she's in this world of technology and social media, and I'm having to navigate, you know, limiting her time on social media and seeing all the influences of social media. And now me being on social media is quite a contradiction, right? So yeah, I'm a single mom, and I got divorced because I was in a toxic marriage. My ex-husband didn't believe that our eldest daughter could be a special needs child. So it challenged me, it challenged him, and we just couldn't get to, common ground. So I decided to leave because it was for the benefit of my eldest child. And yeah, I've now been navigating life on my own with two incredible daughters that are completely different. Um, but wow, what a journey. So, my eldest, just to quickly go back, I was told she would never walk, never talk, put her in a home, go and visit her on weekends. And I challenged every single doctor until we are now doing grade 9.
Wow.
She's going to be 17 in January. She walks, she talks, she's a qualified scuba diver. And I just never gave up on her. Like, I never gave up on the belief that I could see this baby at 9 months old who I was told would never amount to anything. I challenged every doctor out there. So I'm that type of mom that never gives up, always challenges. Um, it's been a hard journey. I've learned a lot about myself and what I want and what I don't want. And yeah, that's me. So thank you
Trish,
for
that
having
is
me.
sure, that is just incredible. And thank you very much for accepting my invitation. That is really remarkable. Trish, how would your family describe you?
So I am a little bit of a like my mom only had me, so I'm an only child. So I've got my mom that I look after. Her health is not great, so I look after my mom a lot, and she 100% believes in me. Okay, like every doctor's appointment that I had to go with my eldest, she was with me. She supports me. My mom. So I literally have only one person that I can kind of categorize in this question. My mom believes in me 100%. She believes in this journey of my life. She supports me. Um, her health is not good. So I loathe the day that she eventually has to leave this world. But yeah, I think she's supportive of every decision that I've made. She's helped me. I'm that type of person where I don't need validation. I just need to vent. And I need somebody to vent with. And my mom is like my venting person.
And I think what you've just been reflecting of your own type of motherhood style, if I can put it like that, you are pouring into your children because your mom is pouring into you. So it just shows you once again that immense of, that generational caring that's going on in your family. So I'm very glad your mom is there for you. Um, so Hagar found herself alone in a wilderness. And what I'm hearing from Trish is you've also had quite a wilderness season. You've elaborated quite a lot now for us, but what did that season teach you?
Not to be scared to be alone, not to be scared to take on tasks by yourself. So if you're in a toxic job, if you're in a toxic marriage, if you're in a toxic relationship, you can actually, I mean, I took a huge step by leaving a toxic marriage, which we all go into a marriage thinking that it's like forever, right? Um, it was my first marriage. I didn't want to leave, but I needed to believe that like there was more for me out there, right? And don't underestimate the power that you have as a woman. Okay. We underestimate ourselves. And yeah, I took that leap and I took that faith of myself to say, like, I'm gonna be okay.
You're a very, very strong woman, Trish. Definitely, you're a very strong woman. So another question, I think you've already answered it, is who or what helped you going? And I think the person that you're actually referring to is your mom. I think she's the one
Yeah,
that's
so it was
keeping you
crazy.
strong.
She was super mad at me because the day that I announced that like I was now gonna leave my ex-husband, she was like, why today? And I was like, but what is today? What is next week? What is next month? You know, like you eventually, it was a funny day. I had put my watch on. Well, I was taking my watch out to put on, and the watch dropped and broke. And for me, that was the day. Like that was the day to tell my ex-husband like I was leaving. That everything that had like built up or whatever, that was the day. And I phoned my mom that day, and I was like, I'm telling my ex-husband today that today's the day. And she was like, why today? And I think that's what happens with a lot of us women is like we go, I'll do it next week, or I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it next month. Why not now? Like if something happens, if something gives you a sign, my sign that day to decide to, my ex-husband doesn't even drink coffee, and I phoned him that day and I said we need to go for coffee, and he was like, I don't even drink coffee. That watch falling off my wrists was my sign to go, today is the day. There's no perfect time. There's no perfect anything. If you're starting something new, if you wanting to make a change, there is no perfect time. You've got that idea in your head. I'd had that idea in my head for a while, and something like there was a sign, and that sign for me was it had to happen that day. And if people come at you and go, it's not a good day, it's not a good this, whatever, your time is your time in your head, not anybody else's time.
And those are big decisions, and those are decisions that you need to make on your own. Other people can't make those decisions for you. Um, so every woman has one defining decision. And what is yours? What is one big moment or series of small choices? Um, I think you've just described that one moment for yourself now. But after the divorce, what happened with Trish then?
My biggest thing is because I've got a special needs older daughter and a very high needs younger daughter, I wanted to show them that women are strong. Like whatever we put our minds to, we can do. We can do and we can accomplish. I am going, and I'll be honest, I'm going through a little bit of a challenging season with my youngest daughter now, who is not special needs, um, because she's so headstrong and so strong. And I don't want to burst that of her, but I'm having to monitor her behavior, because going from, the teenager stage into the older stage is a challenge, right? So for me, the biggest challenge is not to break anything of my girls' lives, but to teach them that, like, being a mom, you've strong as hell. Okay. If you put your mind to something, I know if I put my mind to something, my girls know. When I first went onto social media, they were like, cringe, cringe, mom. And now they're like, what time is your call on a Monday? What time is your call on a Tuesday? What time? They have embraced what I've explained to them, going, this is my journey and this is my life. And I hope that one day they'll look back and go, sure, our mom was like the strongest mother ever.
It's so amazing how children just adapts. They just adapt, and that's okay. And they're just cheering their mom on. That's really incredible. So, Trish, let's talk a little bit about transformation. So, um, how different are you today from a while from like 2 years ago?
So I'd say 2 years ago, I was feeling lonely. I was feeling like I just do my 9 to 5. I was feeling like routine, routine, routine. We get up, we make breakfast for the kids, we pack lunch boxes, we do the washing, and then the weekend comes and it's like more washing, whatever. And since coming into this space of my transformation and my growth over the past, like, year, 2 years, is I wanted something more for myself. Like, I wanted to see accountability more for myself. I mean, I turned 50 last year, and I didn't want to just be Trish. I wanted to be somebody that people saw as supportive and, um, calm and fun when, the time arises, but like somebody that's just supportive and understands and listens. I'm a great listener. Like, I can listen. So yeah, I think out of all of this, um one thing that I used to tell my ex-husband, and I still tell my kids today: be kind. Just be kind. Okay? Because words matter. You can never take your words back. And my biggest affirmation to my girls, and they will tell you, Mom always says, just be kind.
That's so true. That's so true. And looking back at everything that you've just told us, what are you the most grateful for?
I'm most grateful for taking my strength and believing the fact that I can do it. Because we underestimate our strength. We underestimate that we can accomplish a lot. And I'm talking across men and women, okay? Because there's a lot of men. Like, I've got a friend who's a single dad, and we talk a lot about women being empowered, but there's a lot of fathers out there that also need to be empowered too. Um, and I think mindset is huge. I've learned a lot in the last 2 years, that mindset. I have my grumpy days. I don't wake up like woohoo every morning. I But I have to work on that mindset. I have to work on the fact that, like, I know that I'm doing my best today. I know that I'm going to give my best to my kids, and I can be as grumpy as hell when I wake up, but my mindset is going to change to say, like, today's going to be a good day, and like yesterday wasn't a great day, and it's okay to not have a good day. It's okay to be not okay. And you can take that afternoon off, or you can take that time off to not be okay, to reflect on, why do I not feel okay today? I think that's my biggest lesson in life, is like, I took a lot of days being not okay, and then that manifests into weeks. Whereas now I can wake up going, today I don't feel okay, and I can take this day to not be okay, but tomorrow I'm going to get up and be okay.
That's so true what you're saying. I've got always this thing of it's okay not to be okay, but tomorrow you have to be okay. So you can give yourself that one day leverage, but but you have to get up the next day. So that's great. I'm just hearing more and more how strong you are, Trish, and I've been knowing you for a while, but man, oh man, to hear this is really an eye opener. And you're really an incredible, incredible woman. I just want to honor you for that.
Thank you.
So I want to talk a little bit about faith. So where did God meet you in your journey?
It's weird. Like I'm very much a spiritual person. I go out and I kind of look up. I've got tattoos, and all my tattoos are stars. And I've got stars on my neck, and I've got stars, and I've got a crescent moon down my back. The universe for me is like I literally go outside. The girls and I live in a very conservative little place, but I've got the most magnificent views. And every day now, I go outside and I just put my hands up and I just be like, I'll ask a question and I'll be, just give me the sign. And I'll usually get the sign.
Oh, we serve a faithful God, hey? And how was your relationship with God? That how has your relationship with God changed through your experiences?
I think it's the power of belief. It's the power of just learning to accept. I didn't want to get divorced. Like, you go into a commitment of marriage, you don't want to get divorced. So I had to put my faith in that. My late dad was Catholic. He didn't believe in divorce either. So, but life happens, you know? Um, so I had to put my faith in the universe and the Lord and say, like, my perfect is not perfect, but my perfect is now, and my perfect is tomorrow, and my perfect is the next day. So I've had a bit of a rocky road, but my faith has always been there to be like, I know that my faith will carry me through the rocky road.
That's beautiful. That's incredible. Trish, many women are watching this and they might feel invisible. What would you say to the woman who feels forgotten?
You are a person, you are a soul, you manifest something in this world, and never give up on yourself. I have had my down days. I've had my days where I just want to put the duvet over my head and go like I can't do today. And when the girls give me hassles in the morning because they don't want to get up, I'm like, I don't want to get up early either. And I remind them that, like, if I didn't love them and I didn't care for them, I wouldn't be waking them up to go to school. And I think that's what women need to realize. Like, it's okay not to be okay every day, but don't make it a habit. Don't make that your habit going forward. Be strong and know that, like, whatever position that you're in, and if you're going through a really bad transition at the moment or you're in a really bad toxic place, you can make a transition from that. You can. Um, if it's monetary, if it's spiritually, if it's, you can make a transition from the dark space that you're in to a good space. And it's not overnight. It takes time, it takes work, it takes effort from you, but you can transition. I didn't want to get divorced. I was like, I want the white picket fence, I want the great family and the perfect marriage and whatever. And that didn't happen. I didn't fall down. I got up and I was like, I need to step forward. I've been divorced now 10 years, over 10 years. I'm stronger. I am wiser. I've learned a lot about myself. Um, and I hope that one day my kids, my girls, look at me and go, sure, mom was like the strongest mother, because some days I don't feel strong. Some days I'm not strong. but I keep showing up. So get up. When you have those duvet days, take that duvet off. Even if I've gone to school in my pajamas. Just, just show up for you, because at the end of the day, nobody else is coming for you except you.
And then, Trish, what would you tell the younger version of yourself?
I think exactly what I was saying now. Like, just show up for you. Like, be that stronger version of you. Be that person that you envision, that is making an influence and an impact on other people's lives. And you don't have to be perfect. Like, I don't wake up picture perfect every day. I wake up freaking grumpy, or I've had a bad dream or whatever. You don't have to be perfect every day. Just wake up knowing that, like, you were something, and you were something in this world. And God's like put you here for a reason. And I hated, when I was blessed with a special needs child, I didn't ask for a special needs child. I was given a special needs child. And the worst thing that you could have told me was like, there was a reason and you can handle it. I didn't want to hear those connotations, because it was freaking hard. Okay. I could have left her. I could have agreed with the doctor or the doctors and put her in a home, but I didn't. I didn't give up. I was like, I am not giving up on my kid. And if it's a marriage, or it's a child, or it's a circumstance that you're in, don't give up until like the very end. Like, I didn't give up on my Roxy. Now she's in a school, she walks, she talks. I was told she would never do any of that. So I think faith put me through that. Not giving up. Yes, there's certain things that, like, you have no control over. I thought that I didn't have control, but there was that, like, little back mind thing where I was like, I'm not giving up on this kid. And if you have that little inkling, male or female, you need to run on, that gut feeling? They talk about the gut feeling. If you've got that gut feeling, you need to run with it.
Amen. Absolutely. I always say to my son, it's not a gut feeling, it's a Holy Spirit feeling. And the Holy Spirit will never, ever disappoint you. Trish, thank you for that. A couple of quick fire questions. Coffee or tea?
Coffee,
Morning or evening?
evening, because I love to dance
One,
in the evening. I'm not a morning person.
one word describes you today.
Excited to be here.
Great
Woohoo! You
stuff.
can hear the parrots in the
I can
background.
hear your parents also excited. One lesson you'll never forget.
Be kind.
What are you most excited about the future?
The possibilities and the opportunities and the support that I can give other people.
That's amazing. Okay, we're almost finished. Complete these sentences. One decision changed my life because
I am who I am. You either like me or you don't.
today I choose
Me and my children and my life and all the exciting things that the world has for me.
my greatest lesson is
Believing in myself.
my greatest hope is
That my children believe in me.
I want women to remember
You have the power to change yourself if you're feeling blue.
Trish, thank you for being this very, very first
Wow, that was
woman
like
to
off the
launch
cuff,
us
right?
today.
How's that?
Your courage and your honesty have reminded us that rejection is never the end of the story. Like Hagar, you discovered that even in life's hardest seasons, and you've had hard seasons for sure, God sees you, knows you, and has a purpose for your life. To everybody watching, maybe today you feel forgotten. Maybe you're standing in your own wilderness. Remember Hagar, remember Trish, and remember this: God sees you. Your story is not over. One decision One decision can change everything, like for Trish. Thank you for joining us for episode 1 on our decision for women. If today's conversation encouraged you, please share this with every other woman out there that needs to hear this. I'll see you tomorrow for episode 2. One decision can change everything. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Trish!
Anya. Thank you, everybody.